Hey everybody, Joel Trey and Tim Kelly back out here at Apache Range for another Cold Drill Friday. We hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Tim, why don't you tell me about the drill I'm shooting today?
All right, so I've been reading a book from Carl Wren and John Daub. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I haven't had a chance to meet these gentlemen yet, but they're based out of Texas, KR Training. I've been reading his book, Strategies and Standards for Defensive Handgun Training, and I've really enjoyed the book. It sounds like Carl Wren and I have been on the same page in regards to seeing that there was not necessarily a really good baseline standard for those that are just going out and getting their concealed carry permits and then going out and carrying. So to try and encourage people to build their training up a little bit more and build their competency up and that sort of thing. So the drill that we're shooting today is the 3 seconds or less minimum competency drill. And basically what this is if you have gotten your concealed carry, this is something that you should be considering working towards based off of a lot of factual information that Carl and John put in their book. There's a lot of information that justifies the reason why using this. I'm not going to give it all away. You should just get the book and read it, and kind of get an idea of why he made this drill the way it is. But anyhow, this is all going to be done from the 3-yard line and the 7-yard line. There's going to be some strong hand only, some support hand only, some short explosive lateral movement, and some reloads and that sort of thing. Nothing too crazy, nothing really fancy, but it is a challenging drill. So it says here that anyone in Class C as an IPSC shooter, like a sharpshooter in IDPA or a sharpshooter in IDPA, should be able to shoot 100% of the points in this drill. Have you ever shot IDPA or anything like that before? No, you haven't. So we're going to see where you're at, I guess, in terms of that. But yeah, it's not quite it's not quite 50 rounds. It's just short of that. So it's a fairly low round count drill. Anyhow, I think you'll really like it, man.
We'll do it.
All right. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, you're going to start with the hands at your side with the gun concealed. You're going to step left, draw, and fire 3 body shots two-handed. After that, you just reholster and return back to where you started. Now, we don't do a whole lot of stepping, so I'd like to see like explosive short lateral movement.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That was more like a bunny hop, but yeah, sure.
What kind of explosive are they? Bunnies are explosive hoppers, man.
All right.
How many rounds again? Sorry.
So on the timer, you have 3 seconds. Draw and fire 3 body shots.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. .237. 237. Good. Return back to where you started. All right. Now you're going to start firing hand on the gun, support hand on chest. So go ahead and draw like that. There you go. Cool. Turn around and show the camera what you're doing.
Can I do this?
Yeah, just like that. So that's how you're going to start. All right, so firing hand on the gun, support hand on the chest, draw and fire 2 headshots two-handed. Okay?
Okay.
You ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Woo! 1 drop, 199. You have 3 seconds.
Yeah, I saw like a second dot.
I hate when that happens. All right, back at it. So you only have 5 rounds in the gun now. So you're going to do same thing, except you're moving right this time. So you're going to do an explosive lateral movement to the right, draw and fire 3 body shots two-handed. Afterwards, reholster and return back to where you started.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Shooter ready.
Ready.
Stand by. Good. 258. 258. Going back. All right, take one step forward to about 2 yards. A little bit more. Right there. That's 2 yards. Fantastic. One hand on the gun, support hand on the chest. You've already cleared your garment. All right, on the timer, you're going to do a rapid disengagement, stepping away, firing 2 shots into the body. Okay?
Yep.
Afterwards, stay at slide lock.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Stand by. Good hits. 216. 216. All right. Now, unload the gun. Keep your slide lock back to the rear. Holster gun with slide locked. Now we move to the 7-yard line.
That, having it already set up is goofy, man. Like
What?
doing that and then going,
yeah.
it's like, I feel like I'm like,
I know why he's doing it though. So you think about this, like this is not for you. Like it is, but it isn't. This is to keep, like, he's trying to give that new shooter more opportunity so that they're not fumbling in their draw stroke and moving and falling over and all kinds of other crazy stuff. I think that's really what it's
it's a
all
little
about.
safer version to,
I think so. Now you're going to start with your magazine and your support hand, your slide locked gun in your firing hand, in a position ready to reload. The magazine needs to be about 1 inch to 2 inches away from the magazine well, so you should be ready to insert. Okay. On signal, you're going to insert the mag, rack the slide, fire 1 body shot, 2-handed, and then you're going to return to a ready position. Are you ready?
ready?
Stand by. Good hit. 230. 230. Still within your time. All right. So from a ready position, you're going to fire 2 headshots. 2 headshots in 3 seconds. After that, you'll return to the holster. You have 3 seconds to fire 2 headshots. All right, shooter. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Stand by. Over the time, 334. Good hits. And firing hand on your gun, support hand on chest. Fire 2 body shots with your dominant hand only. 2 body shots. Stand by. Good hits. 207. 207. Let's see here. Reload or verify that the gun has at least 5 rounds. All right. Face 90 degrees to your support hand side.
Hold the gun or what?
Yes, holster your gun. Excuse me, thank you. Face 90 degrees to your support hand side. 3 body shots, 2-handed.
Okay.
Turn and then draw. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Stand by. Nice job. 294. Great use of time. All right, transfer your gun to your support hand. Firing hand on chest, gun in support hand, aimed at target, finger off trigger. Fire 2 body shots. Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Good hits, 243. Go ahead, return to your firing hand. Safely recover to your holster. And let's go see how you did, man.
All right.
overall, dude, you did really well.
They're pretty good. I struggled to find the dot in a couple spots, but.
All right, guys, so there you have it. That's the KR training minimum competency 3 seconds or less drill. Overall, I think Trey Joel did an excellent job. I do want to point out a couple of things. Number one, the scoring system and that sort of thing is a little off to me. I didn't quite understand it in his book and on the directions on his website as far as like what happens if he goes a quarter of a second over time, which he did on one. I don't know how many points to deduct here and there, but all in all, what he does say is you need to have a 90% or 90% or better to pass this standard, and he had one round out, so I would say he's well within the 90% realm. So whether it's deduct 1 or deduct 2 points for that, and deduct 1 or 2 points from the quarter second over time. Again, I'm not an IPSC shooter or USPSA shooter, so I don't know what the times are. The other thing I want to point out was the target, the actual target that KR Training uses for this drill. It's an 11 by 17 printable version on their website at krtraining.com. I did not print off the actual 11 by 17 version. I actually ended up printing it out on a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. My bad. So we ended up not using that. That's why I just chose to go with this target instead, and try to go from there. But like I said before, all in all, I think Trey Joel did a fantastic job. He's got excellent grouping here. He had fantastic headshots, and the ones he took a little bit too long, about like a quarter second too long at the 7-yard line, but he still made good hits. And he had that one drop when he had a whole second left to make a good hit, find his dot when he needed to. But hey, that stuff happens to us. All in all, I think you did a great job, man. So what do you think about the drill?
I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a little complicated. It's unfamiliar. We don't usually start with, hand here and hand here. We usually just go through the whole motion. So that, I found myself whenever I was posing, like I was already going to draw, when I went to, mesh my two hands together, it was more like it just didn't feel right. Like I guess my brain's used to tying all these motions together when it goes into autopilot, versus it just threw me off a little bit. So that was
mid-draw stroke,
yeah, it was a little different for me. This is just I'm not super used to running a dot, and I don't dry fire as much as I should. My dot wasn't there in the follow-up shot, and I saw this little fleck of red dot in there that was actually there.
Yeah.
And I took the shot, and it was the wrong dot. But I do enjoy it. I like the drills that have movement in it. It's always kind of fun to change up just standing there at this.
The other thing that kind of threw me off, and I'd be interested, hopefully with TACCon going on this year, hopefully we'll get a chance to meet Carl Wren and ask him. I really want to pick his brain a little bit more about why the magazine 1 to 2 inches away from the magwell instead of just doing an emergency reload altogether. I think I've got my own idea as to why he's doing that, but I am interested in talking to him about this. I really do like the whole idea of the minimum competency standards. Guys, this is a really good way to kind of demonstrate some other skills that you might not know that you really do need to have in your toolbox. And if you get a chance, read the book. It's a fantastic, it's a great read. A lot of valuable information in there. I don't care if you've been shooting your whole life or whatever it is. You really should read this book and listen to what Carl and John Dobb have to say.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and comment below what we should shoot next week. Thank you.
Thanks for coming, guys, and we look forward to seeing you out here.
That was one of those things where, like, I couldn't really find it. I saw red. I know time was catching. Hey, Tim, why don't you cut your cell phone ringer off? Or record videos.
Hey, we're recording.
All right, bye.
Bye. Well, you always want to talk when we're cut, and we're like,
I'm waiting on you. You keep this one off. You can cut off anytime
oh,
you
I'm
want
supposed to
to.
kick it off?
You always do it at the end.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, I know.
I forget my role in this.
I'm just here to shoot guns and press record.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks, so that was the KR training minimum competency 3 seconds or less drill.
Tim.
Oh my
What
God.
did I just tell you? Don't ever do that again. Didn't fix the problem.
The second one was Kent. It's all Kent's fault. Thanks, Kent.